I hit, get a plan. Postcode at my whoa. On the low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Baby, no was honest. We used to drop them hard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Foles' Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And they'll take the scramble there. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third down now following the completed pass. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Fancy footwork at the through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 61 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
To Blount here, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. They run. Devontae Freeman trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now Ryan on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. The swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 33 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season. And what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. On second down, here's Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. It'll go as a gain of 9. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort. How
about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne able to drop him for a loss of 4. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi's gonna go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 57 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Ajayi. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Here's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Going for the deep ball. Escapes the defender. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Oh, nice move. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down, here's Ryan. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper from 4 yards out, and the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So out come the Falcons now. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Ryan dancing to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. On second down, Freeman. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 39 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw on second down. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They run with Ajayi. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This is Ajayi. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. Down to the 25. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's the battering ram Blunt. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. He's to the 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a play fake. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 2-yard line. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only 1 remaining in this second half. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And some room to maneuver. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just went.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Grady Jarrett able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. On play action, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to put...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel from 17 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. What a spin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, amen, yeah. Amen. That boys in that can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Tell it like my persona. Going up. Living them was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah, that guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in. He ain't. Let me back. I gave me until I was going on Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. I hear